Hey everyone. If you're a homeowner in the San Jose metro thinking about selling, you have to watch this. The way that homes are being marketed here has fundamentally changed in just a fast few months, few weeks, as a matter of fact. Giant corporations are signing massive competing deals. We saw Compass team up with Redfin, then Zillow partnered with my brokerage, Keller Williams, and also EXP, the fastest growing virtual brokerage, announced a huge deal with Homes.com. And on the surface, they are selling this to you as a giving sellers more choice platform. But after more than 20 years in this business, I'm going to pull back the curtain. This isn't about giving you more options. This is full out war between brokerages and these major tech platforms. They're building walled gardens to control the inventory, the data, and more importantly, commissions. The sad secret is that most of these exclusive options may actually be the most expensive mistake that you can make as a seller. Hi, I'm Steve Moon of the Steve Moon Group, your San Jose realtor. I'm trying to explain to you how the real estate market is right now going through a massive change, yet most of you consumers have no idea that it's happening in the first place. To understand this, you have to understand a key rule that used to run the industry. It was called clear cooperation. The rule was quite simple. If an agent started marketing a home to the public, they had to put it on the MLS, the centralized database that every agent and buyer uses to see listings. And that was done within one business day. It was designed for transparency. And you may not have liked it, but at least it was fair to everyone. But Compass started to push back. They created what was called private exclusives, listings that only were visible to their own agents. They wanted to create their own private marketplace. And Compass even sued Zillow, claiming that Zillow was a monopoly trying to force everyone to use the MLS. And keep in mind that most realtors are no fans of Zillow or their business model. But that's a whole different video. Check this out for that video. Well, in March of 2026, Compass dropped that lawsuit. Why? Because they found a different route. By teaming up with Redfin, they can now market their private exclusives to Redfin's 60 million users without officially starting the MLS clock. They bypassed the whole transparency rule. This is the most critical data that I can give you, and it's the numbers that they never mentioned in their press releases. Researchers looked at over 10 million transactions from 2024 to 2025 to see what happens when a seller chooses this private route instead of the open MLS. The data shows that the sellers who skipped the MLS collectively left over $1 billion on the table. The average seller nationally lost 5,000. In high-price markets like ours in San Jose Metro, the loss was even much more steeper. In California, sellers who went private lost an average of $30,000 per home. And it's not just a small difference. Homes on open MLSs sold for nearly 19% more than those sold privately in major metro markets. When you hide a home, you're essentially holding a secret auction in a closet with 5 people instead of a stadium full of 12,000 people. So, if it's so bad for the sellers, why is every major brokerage now scrambling to do this? It's about dual agency. When a brokerage keeps a listing exclusive, they dramatically increase the chance that their own agents will bring in that buyer. When that happens, the brokerage gets to keep the entire commission rather than splitting with another brokerage or another company. This isn't just about making more money, it's about basic survival. Traditional brokerages are now under immense pressure for survival as the real estate space is now getting consolidated by a few major brokerages. By controlling the inventory through these walled gardens, the platforms, Redfin, Zillow, Homes, they are trying to lock all of their clients into their own ecosystem. They want to control the data, the mortgage, the title business, the home warranty business, and the entire transaction fee structure. They're fighting to make sure that they aren't cut out in any phase of this large lucrative business. This brings us to where I am at Keller Williams. When Compass made its move and EXP partnered with Homes.com, Keller Williams saw the exclusive trap but had to partner up in order to survive. Keller Williams chose to partner with Zillow for Zillow Preview. My brokerage decided that if our clients wanted to do a coming soon, the pre-marketing phase, we will do it on the platform that offers the most number of eyes. So let's look at the math, which is agnostic to which app or platform you prefer. eXp plus Homes reaches about 30 million users. Compass plus Redfin reaches about 60 million users. Zillow plus Keller Williams reaches over 235 million monthly users. If you, the seller, want to get feedback before launching, why would you choose the smallest walled garden? My job in Silicon Valley is clear: to get my clients the highest possible price. The data confirms that only happens when you create the maximum amount of competition. And you cannot have maximum competition inside of a smaller walled garden, because now there are several walled gardens from which you will have to choose. At the end of the day, you have to decide what is most important to you, because the changes have been made. We can't go back now. The big tech platforms and brokerages are telling you that this is all about more choices. The data says that it's often more about less money for you, more control, therefore more money for them. This isn't about supporting one brand over another. It's about understanding the high stakes game they are playing with your equity. A private sale is fine for an off-market flip for an investor who chooses no hassle over more money. But it is rarely the best path for a homeowner looking to maximize their primary asset's value. You, as a seller, still have the power though. You can choose not to participate in these private exclusive traps and understand that they were never designed with your benefit in mind. Before you agree to keep your home exclusive or private, ask the tough questions. Make sure that your home is going where they have the most eyes, not just where the brokerages need it to be for their own survival and market control. If you want a strategy focused on exposure and competition here in the San Jose Metro, my information is below. Let's get you a real maximum value and not just an exclusive label. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.